Everyone, this is Angelica. Thank you so much for joining me today on this video called Activating Your Miracle Consciousness. So this is going to be the first video of 3 I'll be doing on this subject of activating your miracle consciousness. Everyone has the ability to have miracles coming into their life at will on a consistent basis. You have the ability to be very calm and present in your inner state, and that awareness and ability to do so will draw all the things you've been wanting for so long instantly into your energy field. However, there are some different reasons why people struggle with activating their miracle consciousness, and this is what I'd like to talk about in these next 3 videos. So, I've been studying spirituality, psychology, personal development since I was a teenager. However, I went through a spiritual awakening when I was about 25 and realized the potential of not only myself, but of the entire planet. And when this realization came to me, I went on a long journey to find the answers of how to bring this happiness to myself and to the world. Because I knew now that it was completely possible for everybody to be living in their miracle consciousness all the time, to be having fun, to be playing, to be doing whatever it is that brings them joy. So from my own personal experience, from my years of research, I've figured out some steps and proven strategies that can bring you into your own miracle consciousness to allow miracles to fall from the sky. And it does sound very idealistic, and I'm not being too idealistic, however, because I always merge the practical with the ideal. Because sometimes when you are a spiritual person, you may get grand visions, you may get insights, you may have psychic abilities, you have all of these talents and gifts. And in that, you want to make these talents and gifts work for you here on this earth. So there's a way to bring this down, embody it, and shine it out to allow yourself to receive miracles and to be a miracle generator everywhere you go. There's a lot of different things that are involved in this, but in this video, I want to focus on one really important technique. And this you can start applying today. And this is how you will be able to access your own miracle consciousness right now. And that is through finding your own inner abundance. This is a very, very important lesson when it comes to activating your miracle consciousness, because people seem to think that things come from without, that things come in and are drawn to them from an outer level. So people work really, really hard to achieve all these things, and they listen to others on what they should do with their lives, or they look outside of themselves to see if they're okay within. Now, this is a totally backwards way of doing anything, and this is the biggest roadblock to actually creating a miracle consciousness, because miracles never come from outside of you. They always come from within. So you need to tap into and find your own inner abundance. You need to find your own inner peace. Whatever makes you happy is the way that you should be going. So if you are having a really difficult day and you're deciding that you're going to put out some energy that's not quite drawing in the miracles that you should be, first thing to do is to find this inner abundance within you. So you may be asking, how do I do that? Well, first of all, breathing into your inner stillness, into your inner presence, who you are at a core level. This is your inner abundance. All the things you've been wanting, all the desires that you've put out to the universe has a record of all those things. Every time your feelings change, your preferences change, your desires change, the universe has an exact record of that happening. So since the universe has the whole picture of what you're trying to bring in through activating your miracle consciousness, there's not much you need to do in the form of asking, because the universe already has all this held within its structure. It's a universal law. When you feel, when you experience, when you want something new, it goes out and the universe grabs it and tries to bring it into you. Why then can it not come through? It can't come through because there's blockages and because you're not in a state of inner calm, which I call inner abundance, because your abundance and all your dreams, hopes, desires, and wishes come from within and manifest out here. So everything out here is a reflection of how you're living on an inner level. So your key to getting this is to find that still place within you where you feel just kind of calm and peaceful. You don't necessarily have to be feeling really elated or really excited all the time. It's just important to be calm inside. And it's also important that if you do start getting thoughts or negative feelings, to do something instantly that changes your mood. So if that's some kind of physical activity, then do that. If that's a creative activity, that's wonderful. If you need to write in your journal a little bit, fine. I find for myself, running helps me so much. When I run, everything releases and I feel like I can come into a place of presence, of stillness, and of peace. And this is the place that you want to be in on a consistent basis, to have miracles flow into your life. This is a state of surrender in a sense. It's a state of allowing yourself to let go of any ways of how it should come, how it should be, and having full faith and trust that the universe has your order perfectly placed and is trying to bring it in. But you're blocking it because you're not in the right frequency to have it come to you. And this frequency is just you being still in that inner space of peace and what I call inner abundance. And this is one of the steps to activating your miracle consciousness. First step, realizing none of your success, none of your joy, none of your happiness, none of anything comes from outside of you. And once you get this, and once you start cultivating that inner peace within you through meditation, through breathing, through just being aware of, wow, what am I feeling in my body? And coming in. Okay? Now, one of the biggest roadblocks and why people cannot activate their miracle consciousness is because when you start a spiritual journey, you begin purging and releasing a lot of the old family patterning, a lot of the old emotional stuff, a lot of the old beliefs that no longer fit. And when this starts to happen, what people tend to do is spin this into a never-ending web of negativity. When in reality, if you recognize it for what it is and have an understanding, it can go ahead and release very easily. And this process goes right along with activating your miracle consciousness, because as you have now wanted for yourself all these wonderful things, and the universe knows everything that you're wanting, you now have to clear the energy field and you have to clear your space so that these things can come in. And that's what this process is about. You're stepping into your greatest potential. And as this happens, you need to clear your energy field so that you're able to come into that place of inner peace and inner joy and inner abundance, which will then activate your miracle consciousness and allow these things on an outer level to come to you. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to work really hard for 60 hours a week to make miracles come into your life. No, that is the backwards way of thinking. You need to work with this, get this right, and all of this will come in. So I want to teach you in the next video, in video 2, now that you understand that everything comes from your own sense of inner abundance. This is the only place it can spring forth, is within you. I want to teach you in video 2 how you can get through this purging of emotions and beliefs and all of that and still keep your stability, still keep your peace of mind, still be happy, and still be activating miracles into your experience while you're going through those things. And I'm going to tell you that in the next video. So I'm really excited to teach you all these techniques because I think that everybody should be living a happy life. I think you all have the ability to bring miracles into your life on a daily basis and to be extremely happy. And it is my joy to teach this to you so that you can do just that. So if you have any comments or questions about what I'm teaching here, please leave those below the video. And I'll see you in a couple days in video 2. Have a great day.